All right, welcome everybody. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I think we got a few people who maybe this is your first time being here, so I'll just quickly let you know the bathroom is through that screened-in porch, and then it's the second door on the left once you go in. If you haven't grabbed some food, there's still some food over there. Trash and recycling are right over there. Let's see, what else? Oh, Keith has a few things for sale tonight. He said he's getting down on his t-shirts. I think he's only got a few of those left. But he's got some CDs, I think, right? Yeah. Yeah, and a couple books. I think he'll talk about those books that he's got as well. What else? Oh, so tomorrow we'll be in Bishop Hill. I'm going to do a concert over there at the park. It's a free concert with Susie Bogus and Morgan Miles. And I haven't seen Susie before, but Morgan is absolutely amazing. So that starts at 1 o'clock. And then on Sunday is the final concert for the Levitt series over there in Galva at Wiley Park. If you haven't been to one of those concerts yet, I highly recommend it. That's a free show as well. And then next Wednesday, the 9th, is Scaryvore, and that's an 8-piece group from Scotland. That'll be over at Wiley Park in Galva. And they're absolutely fantastic. If you haven't seen them, I highly, highly recommend it. Down there, there is a schedule of upcoming concerts, so you can see all of the concerts that are coming up. I will say that the concert with Hermitage Green that's coming up August 16th, we're just about full on that. I'm going to cut that off here very soon because we're just going to run out of space. So if you're our neighbors, please come and join us for that, or at least be compassionate to the large crowd that we're going to have here that night. Also, there is a list of upcoming concerts. A mailing list that you can sign up for. That I will, if you sign up for it, I'll send you an email probably about once a week. And then there's a tab down there that says donations, and that's how Keith gets paid. So please, if you enjoy the show, put a little something in there for Keith to keep him going. There is some popcorn up here, and I think that really covers all the stuff I've got to say. Again, I want to say thank you to everyone for coming out, and I want to thank Logan for agreeing to do this. I messaged him a couple days ago, and I said, hey, would you like to come out? And I met him actually. I was at the schools coming in and talking with the students. It's probably been 4 or 5 years now. But I met Logan, and he really impressed me, and we just got to talking, and he mentioned that he plays guitar. And so I kind of always remember that, and every time we kind of cross paths, he's brought it up that he plays, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to have him come out. So this is his first time performing for an audience. So this is a pretty special thing. I appreciate you guys being here to support him, and I appreciate you coming out, Logan. And then after Logan finishes, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll get Keith up here. So again, thank you, and enjoy.
Hello, just gonna play a couple covers for you guys.
All right.
All right.
Wagon wheel. Okay. Free bird. Oh.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of all this task and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf and get a good time. tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. It's for what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Thank you. Easy friend, I do, with a ear to lend, I do, think you fit this shoe, I do, but do you have a clue? I take advantage while you hang me out to dry, but I can see you every night, free. I'm standing in your line, I do, hope you have the time, I do, pick a number 2, I do, but do you have a clue? I take advantage while you hang me out to dry, but I can see you every night, free. Friend, I do, with a ear to lend, I do, think you fit this shoe, I do, but do you have a clue? I take advantage while you hang me out to dry, but I can see you every night, no, I can see you every night, free. All right, I got one more for you. In the pines where the sun will ever shine, I'd shiver the whole night through. My girl, where will you go? going where the cold wind blows. Her husband was hard-working man, just about a mile from here. His head was found in a driver's wheel, but his body never was found. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the ponds, where the sun don't ever shine. I'd shiver the whole night through. My girl, where will you go? I'm going where the cold wind blows. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the ponds, where the sun don't ever shine. I'd shiver the whole night through.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right.
Good stuff.
Yep. I think
Tell me where
that
on the twit twats or whatever
Yeah,
it's
that's
called.
what you are.
That's Tweety bird.
That one.
But now it's X bird, right? Or whatever it is.
Yes, they've
It's
really
X
been
now.
lucky on the Sunday
dangerous
night.
place.
For years.
Danger.
They've been lucky.
My middle name.
So my friend yeah. You had to bring him with you. Oh yeah. You couldn't leave him, could you? Hi, Bob.
Yeah.
Not much you can do. I'm not a bean. I know. Something about too many beans. Oh, well, there you go. Bob, ready for another beer?
You heard that song, monotone. There aren't any highs and there aren't any.
Picked it on their way here.
It's fresh.
So it is as fresh as fresh can get. Sweet corn. Support a small child's
Did you
business.
buy some? Or?
You know, I do one.
I got a book Monagas, my baton,
everything
my phone, and my headphones.
That sounds like you've got things taken care of. I'm just watching my other kids like running the
street.
yeah, with his RC car. $5, and she would not come up and come.
What are you doing? Going to get some corn?
That was like possibly the most John Taylor set you could have done.
That was perfect.
Did he tell you that he was in a Nirvana cover band back in the day?
Actually, I still am.
That's true. Head and Fred or whatever? Yeah.
We're actually, we just restarted like a...
Old man. Historically accurate. That like, you know.
Right?
What?
What do you think, Keith? I'm right.
I like it when we have good help.
Awesome. Now we got you right as you were walking on.
Okay. No. Really?
That's interesting.
I go,
Let's check it out.
maybe I am left-handed and I don't know.
Well, but I do. Oh, he does it that way? Yeah. You show me again.
All right. You know, a year ago when we did this, or actually didn't do this,
Right.
it came a pouring rain right about now. That was the bad news. The good news was it was Anderson's birthday. We ate lobster that night because that's what he wanted. And I was just fortunate enough to be here. Anyways, my name is Keith Ray. It's great to be in Cambridge, Illinois again. John says 7 times. I have no idea.
At least, yeah.
Well, this will make my 5th trip to Byron's. And I know that I came here once or twice when I didn't go to Byron's.
Right.
Anyways, I'm from Marion, Indiana. At least that's where the mail gets delivered. The IRS thinks I live. Then I wandered. I just got back from a week in Connecticut at a folk festival there. And 2 days from now, I'll be in the center of the universe, which is Pomeroy, Iowa. A great little place called Byron's. It's a mecca for people like me because it's a place in the middle of the country when I can get a show on a Sunday night on the way to wherever it is I'm going, Colorado or Oregon or California. Anyways, you're going to get a mixture tonight of some new songs, some old songs. I've got a new CD that'll be out probably in October, I'm thinking, that we're doing some mixing on that this week. Some new covers probably. Who knows? There's no set list up here, so I can play whatever. You had me hello. Didn't even catch your name. We were both just friends of friends. Ended up in the same place. Turned and smiled. I could tell you were someone I needed to know. You had me at hello. Had me at hello.
had me from the start. Didn't need no silly games. Who'd have thought that one little spark could create a roaring flame? You laughed that little laugh, and I was happy. You could tell I needed you so. You had me a hello. Had me a hello. Sometimes life happens so quickly, we forget we're just passing through. Knee deep in the nonsense, hoping to get back to me and you. You had me till goodbye. Didn't stop, more like a fade away. Who believes something so real ended up a masquerade? You played your part, and I played mine, and in the end you still had to go, but you had me a hello. Had me a hello. Don't know why you say goodbye, 'cause you had me a hello. Had me a hello. Hello, hello. You had me a hello. Thank you all so much. John always promotes the shows with this song, so I think he likes it. So I thought I might play it.
It's a good song.
This is a little blues thing off the second record. This is called Meier. Sweet Loretta. I'm going back to Mississippi. I'm going back with my hand in my hand. Gotta find my sweet Loretta. No, she's the best I ever had. Yeah, she was raised up on that cornbread. She was weaned on country ham. She was schooled by her dear mama on what it takes to love a man. So I'm going back to Mississippi. I'm going back with my hand in my hand. Gotta find my sweet Loretta. Oh, she's the best I ever had. Well, I still ain't found my sweet Loretta. Well, I've been searching high and low, made it almost up to Jackson. Still got a long, long way to go. That's why I'm going back to Mississippi. I'm going back with my hat in my hand. Gotta find my sweet Loretta. Oh, she's the best I ever had. Gotta find my sweet Loretta, boy. Oh, she's the best I ever had. Yeah, she's the best I ever had. Say she's the best I ever had.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Roll a little bit of the low end off the guitar, John. It seems like it's booming just a tad. Maybe it's just in the monitors, but it's... That's probably better. I'm bumping pretty good this song, so... You know what, Colette, I was thinking today about...
Before you record?
2035 Miss America, right? I'm thinking that's about right. She looks good in a tiara. Lost one of my heroes to the COVID, played this song at every show since. I am an old woman named after my mother. My father was another. Child has grown old. Now dreams were lightning, thunder was desire. This old house would have burned down long time ago. Make me an angel, flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing I could hold on to believe in this living. It's just a hard way to go. To believe in this living, it's just a hard way to go. Now when I was a young girl, had me a cowboy. Wasn't much to look at, just a free rambling man. But that was a long time, and no matter how I tried, the years just rolled by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel, flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing I could hold on to believe in this living. It's just a hard way to go. To believe in this living, it's just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear all their buzzing, and I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person Go to work in the morning, come home in the evening, have nothing to say. Make me an angel, flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing I could hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. So make me an angel. Great job, Brian. Thank you, thank you. Here's another one off the new record. If you ever seen a movie called Dead Poets Society, I took this just straight from it. I loved Robin Williams. I think he's one of the finest comedic minds ever. And should have gotten an Oscar for this show, but they tend to not give comedians Oscars the first time around. Anyways. He sets out in the morning sky, endless possibilities, eager to fly. Don't live your life like a statue in a museum. Live it out loud and letting it show. What you feel equals the sum of all you know. What's the point in beautiful sights? You never see them. Carpe diem. Carpe diem. Carpe diem. Carpe diem. Dead poets on a narrow shelf, lined up like lawyers with Ivy League wealth. The victorious Romans marching into the Colosseum. But who would want such sorrow and strife? Suck the very marrow right out of life. What's the point in beautiful sights if you can't see them? Carpe diem. Carpe diem. Carpe diem. Carpe diem. Oh, Captain, my captain, I'm ready to sail away. Hoist the mainsail, boys. Let's seize the day. Let's seize the day. Broken heart seeks higher ground. Someone better will always be around. Don't leave your love lying in a mausoleum. No time to entertain regrets. Watching Peaky Blinders and smoking cigarettes. What's the point in having hopes if you can't be them? Carpe diem. Carpe diem. Carpe diem. Carpe diem. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is another one off the new project. And the names in this song aren't really random. Tony was my Little League shortstop. And Jenny, his girl, was my next door neighbor back behind us. And I've known both these people for a very, very long time and really happy for them. Besides that, the rest of it I made up, so Tony was but 15 when he did that brave thing, proved his love for a girl. Leaning over the railing, hoping his plan wouldn't fail him, an attempt to tell the whole world that Tony loves Jenny in foot-high letters on an overpass at the south end of town. Yeah, Tony loves Jenny, red and white spray paint. Pretty soon word got around that Tony loves Jenny. Tony loves Jenny. Tony loves Jenny. Tony sold Chevys out by the interstate, called it honest work for honest pay. He and Jenny take the kids out for ice cream on Sunday. They always went home the same way, where it says Tony loves Jenny in foot-high letters on an overpass at the south end of town. Yeah, Tony loves Jenny, red and white spray paint. Pretty soon word got around that Tony loves Jenny. Tony loves Jenny. Time went by like the blink of an eye. Soon they were both old and gray. They talked about life and the fun that they'd had, knowing they wouldn't want it any other way. Tony asked Jenny if they could get married. Been 50 years since the first. She said that'd be fine, but if you don't mind, could we use a bridge instead of a church? Where it says Tony loves Jenny in foot-high letters on an overpass at the south end of town. Yeah, Tony loves Jenny, red and white spray paint. Pretty soon word got around that Tony loves Jenny. Yeah, it's there in white spray paint on an overpass at the south end of town. Tony loves Jenny in foot-high letters. Pretty soon word got around that Tony loves Jenny. 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 Thank you very, very much. So like I said, I'm in the studio working on this new project, and so I'm in the middle of that song, and my brain's going, and this is where the pedal steel guitar goes, and then I'm thinking, and we need to make sure it doesn't have bass on it, and it doesn't have drums on it. It has cello and hand percussion. So it's the mellower side of me. There's not very much harmonica. But anyways, as I'm going through the song, my mind is saying, okay, and don't forget that the cello part needs to go pizzicato on the bridge. And it's like, okay, Keith, turn it off and just sing the song. Okay, so I've loved me some Taylor people for a very, very, very long time. And then we grew even closer after they went to Scotland, because if you don't take any other thing away from the show tonight, take this. I love Scotland. I love Scotland. I love haggis. I love that they don't tear anything down. Do you have a can of haggis? Well, every good household should have a can of haggis, right? So, I believe Edinburgh, Scotland is the most beautiful place I've ever seen. You get off the train. First of all, you know you're in Scotland because the guy standing outside the train station panhandling is wearing kilts and playing the bagpipes. So you walk out of the train station and you go over onto Prince Street, which is the main shopping area in town, and you look across the street and there's this beautiful, beautiful green park. Acres of green park. Then you look 300 feet that way, or 250 or whatever it is. It's a long ways up there. And that's where Edinburgh Castle is. Get up on the Royal Mile, which runs from Edinburgh Castle on one end to Holyrood House, which is the Queen's residence when she's in Scotland for about 4 weeks a year. The King's house now, correction. I've never been in England when there was a king. That's a novel thought. Anyways, you get up to the top of the hill and there's the front gates of Edinburgh Castle. And there's big statues on both sides. On the left-hand side is this statue of this big, burly, bearded guy. He doesn't look a thing like Mel Gibson. Anyways, this song is about a little town called Dunkeld, which is in the Grampian Mountains, couple hundred kilometers north of Edinburgh, in a beautiful place, in a place where they built this cathedral right on the forefront of Christendom. So the Christians built it and the Druids sacked it, and the Christians rebuilt it and the Druids sacked it again, and this happened multiple times over the centuries. Now there's not too much left of it other than one wall in the nave and a small room inside where they hold service from Easter to Pentecost because there's no heat in the building. But they said if you wanted heat, go over to the new church on the other side of the river. So we went to the new church, which was built in 1867. And we walked in and it looks like a church. There's pews, and there's a choir loft, and there's a pulpit, and there's a big pipe organ over in the corner. And down the front of every row, there's this pipe about this big around. And it runs the full length of every pew in the church. They run hot water through that pipe, and that's how they heat the new church. Anyways, this is Dunkeld. From a tiny Perthshire village back in 1689, Stan was made for all that's holy, a day the sun would seldom shine. Whoa, whoa. And born out of revolution. Whoa, whoa. And a time not fit for make-believe. The lines were drawn in Killicrockie, honoring both God and King. Klansmen proud in their conviction, unsure what tomorrow brings. Whoa, whoa. His blood flowed down the Scottish hillside. Whoa, whoa. From the banks of the river they cried, Dunkeld, there's a price to pay for freedom, Dunkeld. And the cause worth more than life. All the differences between us, they never break the bond we share. Dunkeld. The battle broke beneath the sunrise, lasting through the waking day. Before the townsfolk knew what happened, the home they'd made was burned away. Whoa, whoa. To pillage in the name of reformation. Whoa, whoa. Now a smoldering memory remains of Dunkeld. There's a price to pay for freedom, Dunkeld. And a cause worth more than life. All the differences between us, they never break the bond we share. Dunkeld. Years have come and gone since that great and awful day. The only memory of her heroes lay in unmarked narrow graves. Whoa, whoa. The songs that will not let them die in vain. Whoa, whoa. To the glory of their Lord they cried, Dunkeld. There's a price to pay for freedom, Dunkeld. And a cause worth more than life, Dunkeld. Use the love that's in you, Dunkeld. Overcome the strife. They can lay the bodies 6 feet under, but the faith will always stand in Dunkeld. 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 And remember, I love Scotland. So much that the tuning that this guitar is in, I learned from a fellow named Dougie MacLean, who lives in Dunkeld, Scotland. You know, although Dougie and I use the same tuning, we have a way different approach. I think if he knew the way that I banged the crap out of it, that he probably wouldn't have taught me the tuning. How about some 70s rock and roll? Riding the storm out, waiting for the fallout on a full moon night in a Rocky Mountain winter. My wine bottle's low, watching for the snow. I've been thinking lately what I've been missing in the city. I'm not missing a thing. watching the full moon crossing the range, riding the storm out, riding the storm out, riding the storm out. Lady beside me, she'll be there to guide me. She says that our road is finally on our own. Now the wind outside is frightening, but it's harder than the lightning life of the city. It's a hard life to lead, but it gives back what you get. Yeah, I'm not missing a thing, watching the full moon crossing the range, riding the storm out, riding the storm out, riding the storm out. Riding the storm out, waiting for the fallout on a full moon night in a Rocky Mountain winter. A wine bottle's low, watching for the snow. I've been thinking lately of what I've been missing in the city. Yeah, I'm not missing a thing, watching the full moon crossing the range, riding the storm out, riding the storm out, riding the storm out, riding, riding, yeah, riding the storm out. REO Speedwagon, an Illinois band. Well, there's a story behind this one, but I just leave not tell it. I think the song will tell you what happened. Got a little white Chevrolet, bought her right off the showroom floor. I remember it was early May. She already had one foot out the door. I was feeling so self-betrayed, not to see what was taking shape. Got a little white Chevrolet, calmly planned her escape. Gets to the point where there's nothing left to say, but it's so hard to stand here watching those taillights fade away on that little white Chevrolet. Little white Chevrolet. Packed that little white Chevrolet with every possession that she owned. Bring me some popcorn, Anderson, while you're up there. Quickly made a getaway, stopped answering the phone. I was a little beyond dismayed. See my life running right off the tracks. She packed that little white Chevrolet. Swore she was never coming back. It gets to the point where there's nothing left to say. But it's so hard to stand here watching those taillights fade away on that little white Chevrolet. Little white Chevrolet. Bought a little white Chevrolet, got it right off the showroom floor. I remember it was early May. She already had one foot out the door. It gets to the point where there's nothing left to say. But it's so hard to stand here watching those taillights fade away on that little white Chevrolet. Little white Chevrolet. Little white Chevrolet. Little white Chevrolet. So the first time I came here, the Taylors had one child. So that tells you how long I've been coming here. And me and Miles get along great because we play Legos and we launch rockets, and we're both into both of those things a lot. Anderson has got this paleontology thing that I've got to figure out. I guess spelunking with Anderson would be the answer, or going to Stonehenge with Anderson. You been to Stonehenge? Cool. Or you just came back from Colorado. Did you go to Colorado Springs? You need to do that because you would really like the ancient Indian artifacts and lots of caves too. So it's the whole thing. Thank you, sir. I will not be eating popcorn while I'm playing, however. Little wine drinking song off the first record. Dinner at Grandma's on Saturday night. Found this recipe, been kept out of sight. Picked a basket of flowers off the vine. Made us up a batch of that honeysuckle wine. Honeysuckle wine. Set my head to spinning. Honeysuckle wine made me feel so fine. It's a surefire recipe for a darn good time. Grab yourself a glass of that honeysuckle wine. Summer's afternoon, hanging with my buds, tearing up the track, running four-wheelers in the mud. Got a yard bird on the grill, smelling mighty fine. Gonna wash it all down with that honeysuckle wine. Oh, honeysuckle wine. Set my head to spinning. Honeysuckle wine make me feel so fine. It's a surefire recipe for a darn good time. Grab yourself a glass of that honeysuckle wine. Here we go. Well, the girls know better than mess with a man's cooking pride. Size is too high for them to be sitting outside. They're in there at the table, passing the time, and having a little nip off that honeysuckle vine. Oh, honeysuckle wine, set my head to spinning. Honeysuckle wine make me feel so fine. It's a surefire recipe for a darn good time. Grab yourself a glass of that honeysuckle wine. About mid-March, those flowers are in bloom. Get my basket out, big enough to fill a room. Got no business be any more divine, 'cause we just can't run out of that honeysuckle wine. No honeysuckle wine, set my head to spinning. Honeysuckle wine make me feel so fine. It's a surefire recipe for a darn good time. Grab yourself a glass of that honeysuckle wine. Oh, honeysuckle wine, set my head to spinning. Honeysuckle wine make me feel so fine. It's a surefire recipe for a darn good time. Grab yourself a glass of that honeysuckle wine. Thank you all so very, very much. If I leave that there, I will either eat it or kick it over, so I got to remove it. And I also need to give Miles props because he's running the video tonight. Way to go, Miles. So, as John mentioned, I do have a little bit of merch up here. My first 2 CDs are out of print. I do have some copies of my live CD, which has got a whole bunch of songs on it, and some of them are covers. And I have 3 T-shirts left, 2 mediums and a 2X, I think. And I have a book that I didn't write. A friend of mine, Shanna Smith, wrote a book about a place, Rosewood, Florida, that doesn't exist anymore. Because one night, a white woman accused a black man of molesting her, and the city took it upon themselves to then remove the black population. And they burnt their town down. And they ran them off into the swamps. And they killed 6 people that night, including a man named Sam Carter, who was absolutely in the wrong place, at the wrong time, and the wrong color. They shot him twice. Then they beat him. Then they cut off his ear. Then they cut off his hand at the wrist, which will lead into the song that I'm about to do. Then they hung him. And Shanna wrote this marvelous book. It's historical fiction. It tells the truth about Rosewood, but it does so in a way that she's created some new characters that are generations later of the actual survivors of Rosewood. And it's a great book, in my opinion. I read every day. John and I had the conversation earlier because I'm really into Cormac McCarthy right now. Anyways, this is called Sam Carter's Watch. Here lies old Sam Carter, been gone now 100 years. Sad tale about poor Sam Carter, brings back nothing but tears. One lie made Sam guilty, being in the wrong place, the very wrong time. Angry mob playing judge and jury, even though there wasn't no crime. String him up, take his stuff, he won't need it in hell. Now old Sam Carter's watch got a story to tell. Story to tell. Now Mother Earth, she claimed Sam's body, and God Almighty took his mortal soul. Somehow old Sam's wristwatch ended up at the clan's favorite watering hole, with some fool who'd had a few too many, full of himself as he could be. Says, listen fellas, we don't want no integration. They got no business here on Cedar Key. They keep to their own kind, they got nothing to fear. Now old Sam Carter's watch says it's time for another beer. Time for another beer. If you believe that the truth is worth believing, and you can trust that the facts are the facts, some folks just hate 'cause they got 'em, and Rose was gone and it ain't never coming back. Funny thing about injustice, you never know who's gonna be next. Century gone, poor Sam Carter, and we're still not ready for that test. Separate ain't equal, so let's get on the same page. Now old Sam Carter's watch says it's time for a change. Time for a change. Separate ain't equal, so let's get on the same page. Old Sam Carter's watch says it's time for a change. Time for a change. Time for a change. Time for a change. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, let's do that. So I've got this buddy, Steve, that I've known since kindergarten. To say we're good friends is put it pretty mildly. Anyways, Steve and his girl Cheryl got married last month. And another common friend of ours, a lady named Pat, who's on her way to London right now. I'm very envious of that. Who I've also known since kindergarten. She's been bossing me around pretty much since then. Anyways, Pat suggested, in the way that only Pat can suggest, that I write a song for Steve and Cheryl for their wedding. So I did. And because Pat told me to. No, it was a good idea. Anyways, the funny part was that Steve and Cheryl are two of my biggest fans, and they come to a lot of shows. So I had to pick and choose the shows that I played this at to practice, because I couldn't do it when they were there. It wouldn't have been a surprise, right? So stole a little Gershwin. Went with the whole opposites attract thing. Came up with this. I'm the potato to your potato, the tomato to your tomato. You're the yin beside my yang. You're the strength behind my meekness. I'm the power beneath your weakness, the gunpowder behind your bang. You can be sure of my resolve to keep us going when you tire. I know where you'll be standing when my feet have hit the fire. Yeah, you're perfect for me. Don't ask me how I know, but you're perfect for me. No matter which way the wind may blow, puzzle like Ricky and Lucy, somehow the pieces just seem to fit. Oh, you're perfect for me. Perfect for me. Perfect for me. You like Fords, I like Chevys. You say first on race day, I break into that old Bob Seger song. Like a rock. I got dogs and you want kittens. Boy, if I wasn't so smitten, no way in hell I'd go along. I'm the only one that has to care whether we're going north or south. You know what I'm gonna say next before I even open my mouth. Yeah, you're perfect for me. Don't ask me how I know, but you're perfect for me. No matter which way the wind may blow, a puzzle like John and Yoko, somehow the pieces just seem to fit. Oh, you're perfect for me. Perfect for me. Life's more real in the hard times than it is between the sheets. Good love can endure the bad days without accepting defeat. And that's why you're perfect for me. Don't ask me how I know, but I know you're perfect for me. No matter which way the wind may blow, puzzle like my friend Stephen Sherrill. Yeah, the pieces, they just seem to fit. Oh, you're perfect for me. I said you're perfect for me. Perfect for me. Perfect for me. You're perfect for me. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. People ask me where these songs come from, and the honest to God truth is I have no idea. I read a lot. I absolutely believe the writers read. And I just make these things up in my head. It's like I'm still a child making up stories. Except for now I'm an adult, and the reality is I get to tell big fat lies for a living. It's like, anyways, this is an encounter that never happened, but could have. It was early in the evening, just wandering around my place. Saw this perfect stranger come walking up to my gate. He said, "Pardon me, sir, we got some business to do." I said, "Man, I don't know who you are. I sure don't like the looks of you." But then I was corrected. Yes, I was set straight. Says I'm cold, harsh reality. And I got some things to explain. Need you to understand, boy. Let this settle into your brain. Got no say in this decision. What's gonna be is gonna be. Sure as my name's cold, harsh reality. I've come to set that woman free. Then I began to understand. He really was there for business. Now I know you love that woman. Know she's mighty fine. Know you've been working hard, but now it's quitting time. Got to face the facts, son. She don't want you no more. Yeah, that cold, harsh reality put your heart on the killing floor. So don't go bugging her, don't go bothering her, don't go rolling past her place, don't go asking everybody. She's got tears running down her face. Oh, no, no, no. Don't go hanging round the door. 'Cause here's the cold, harsh reality. We just can't stand for that no more. Now believe me, Mr. Reality, my worst nightmares come true. Believe me, sir, I kindly understand. Ain't nothing either one of us can do. That woman done set her mind, said what she had to say. So I face the cold, harsh reality, dust my broom and be on my way. Thank you so much. A little tune by a band called The Band. Pulled into Nazareth, feeling about 1/2 dead. Was looking for a place where I could lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned and shook my hand. No was all he said. So take a load off Annie. Take a load for free. Take a load off Annie. Put the load right on me. Right on me. Picked up my bags, we're looking for a place to hide. When I saw Carmen and the devil walking side by side, said, hey Carmen, come on, let's go downtown. She said, I got to go, but my friend here can stick around. Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, put the load right on me. Right on me. Go down, Miss Moses, there ain't nothing you can say. Just old Luke here, Luke's waiting on a judgment day. But Luke, my friend, what about young Anna Lee? Said, do me a favor, boy, won't you stay, keep Anna Lee company. You take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, put the load right on me. Crazy Chester followed me, caught me in the fog. Said, I will fix your rag if you'll take Jack, my dog. Said, wait a minute, Chester, you know, I'm a peaceful man. He said, that's okay, boy, won't you feed him when you can? Take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, put the load right on me. Right on me. Catch a cannonball now to take me down the line. My bags are sinking low, do believe it's time to get back to Miss Annie. You know, she's the only one. Send me here with her regards for everyone. And take a load off Annie, take a load for free. Take a load off Annie, put the load right on me. Right on me. Right on me. Right on me. Band called The Band, a song called The Wait. And I really haven't talked about Colette yet, have I? But see, I learned early on, here's Colette's thing. She doesn't do anticipation well. If you tell Colette something's coming for her, it's then like this big adventure waiting for the FedEx or the UPS or the mailman to show up with whatever it is, and the whole thing has become larger than fictional life by the time it actually arrives, which I love about her. She'll take this little kernel of a story and turn it into this saga. I know it's starting to get dark, but if you don't mind, I'll play 3 or 4 more. I'm not in a hurry. I'm going from here to the bed upstairs, and that's as far as I have to go tonight. This is another song off the new record. Little travelogue thing. I used to own this little Mazda Miata. Their commercial said zoom, zoom. My Miata would zoom, zoom. I'd get to stretches, and I was driving from Houston to East Texas on the weekends. Yeah, because of a girl. Anyways, there were stretches in East Texas where you could see for a long doggone ways. And it got after dark, and I could see the next car coming from 2 miles away, and I just put it on the floor, and the next thing I know, I'm going 130. This song doesn't quite go that fast, but I love that little car. I could do a right-hand turn going 55 miles an hour without using the brakes. Cruising back and forth to the office, 200 miles at a time. Got this long distance love affair, standing the test quite fine. But I miss you more on Tuesday than I did Monday afternoon. Any day that I can't touch you leaves me feeling blue. As long as there's blood in my veins, I'll be getting me back to you. Gotta get me back to you. Sometimes you do what you want, sometimes you do what you gotta. Sometimes it's best to know what you know, forget about what you oughta. And it's wise to avoid all the skeletons in the room. My greatest fear is just lulling too soon. As long as there's a beat in my heart, I'll do what it takes to get back to you. Gotta get me back to you. Dreams at night draw me back to you. Holding you tight pulls me back to you. Earthly delight sends me back to you. Getting it right points me back to you. Back to you. There's a lonesome diesel rolling across the Kansas plain. I'm cuddled in right behind it, too desperate to be afraid. So as long as your life still got the room, you need to get off this road now, yeah, pretty soon. As long as there's gas money in my pocket, I'll be driving me back to you. Gotta get me back to you. Back to you. Gotta get me back to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And at some point now in every show I say this. While I've got the 12 string in my lap, this is maybe my favorite song. Been playing this since I was probably 19. Crossroads seem to come and go. Oh yeah. Gypsy flies from coast to coast, knowing many, loving none, bearing sorrow, having fun. But back home he'll always run. Sweet Melissa, sweet Melissa, sweet Melissa. freight train. Each car looks the same, all the same. No one knows the gypsy's name. No one hears his lonely cry. There are no blankets where he lies, but in his deepest dreams a gypsy flies. Sweet Melissa, sweet Melissa, sweet Melissa. Again the morning comes, again he's on the run. Sunbeams shine through his hair, appears not to have a care. But get up in gear and gypsy roll on, roll on. Crossroads, will you ever let him go? Oh, let him go. Will you hide the dead man's ghost? Oh, they lie beneath the clay. Oh, will the spirit roll away? But I know that he won't stay without Melissa, sweet Melissa, sweet Melissa. Yes, I know that he won't stay here without Melissa. Sweet Melissa, sweet Melissa, sweet Melissa. The great Greg Allman wrote that one. Y'all having fun tonight? Good. That's the point. And now Colette's got on her spelunking helmet. This is a little song off the first record. Might help if I turn the guitar on. Zoe, you know exactly what it is that I'm thinking. We could find heaven, the day's end just over the hill. You're a bright enough girl to embrace my line of logic, but your heart's in a place where I don't think that it ever will. When you live in a world where the impossible is a headline from yesterday's news, your dreams could be near, so slip on your paradise shoes. paradise shoes. Zoe, I don't think this freeway could get us to Boston. Right around Birmingham, we hit a big bump in the road. I know you had your heart set on tasting some chowder, but all things considered, cheeseburger seems more apropos. When you live in a world where the impossible is a headline from yesterday's news, your dreams could be near, so slip on your paradise shoes. Paradise shoes. Zoe, I pray you and I could be friends in the long run. It'd take quite a while though for this brand of anger to die. There wasn't so much my need to keep taking chances, as it was your silly notion to simply not try. When you live in a world where the impossible is a headline from yesterday's news, your dreams could be near, so slip on your paradise shoes. Zoe, I hear what you're saying, but I've seen the Beatles and the Man on the Moon. My dreams are right here, so slip on my paradise shoes. Paradise shoes. Paradise shoes. Paradise shoes. Paradise shoes. Thank you all so very, very much. Thank you for taking your Friday evening and spending it with us. I appreciate that a lot. I'm going to finish up with my manager, Charlie, said you should learn a Mickey Newberry song. I said, okay. But he said, don't learn this one. So I listened to a bunch of Mickey Newberry's tunes. Then not only did I start playing the one he told me not to, it's on the second studio record. It's on the live record. It's one of those songs I play almost every night. I love Charlie to death, but on this one I think he was wrong. Woke up this morning, the sun was out shining in. I found my mind in a brown paper bag and then tripped on a cloud, fell 8 miles high. Cut my mind on a jagged sky. Just dropped in, see what condition my condition was in. Yeah, just dropped in, see what condition my condition was in. I pushed my soul into a deep dark hole and I followed in. I saw myself crawling out as I was walking in. Got so tight I couldn't unwind. Saw so much it broke my mind. Just dropped in, see what condition my condition was in. Yeah, just dropped in, see what condition my condition was in. Someone painted April Fools in big black letters on a dead-end sign. I had my foot on the gas, ran off the road and blew my mind. 8 miles from Memphis and I got no spare. 8 miles straight up downtown somewhere. Just dropped in, see what condition my condition was in. Yeah, just dropped in, see what condition my condition was in. I said I just dropped in. Thank you, John. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Miles. Thank you, Anderson. Thank you, Colette. Thank you all for coming tonight. Please be safe going home, because about a year from now we're going to do this again.